Akwa Ibom State Commissioner of Police, Baba Muhammad Azari, issued a statement to the public and said something that sounds reasonable, even very noble. He said, freedom of expression is constitutionally guaranteed, but it doesn't extend to falsehood, defamation, threats, or conduct that undermines public peace. So, by his own statement, that sounds like law. But buried inside that official tone is a question that makes every free society uneasy. The question is, who decides what is false? The court or the government? Because today in Akwa Ibom State, the question has a human face. Her name is Princess God's own Monday Udoto. She was not brought before the court for stealing land. She was brought before the court for talking about land. The police said she used her Facebook page to accuse the governor of Akwa Ibom State of selling ancestral lands in Eket and misusing the proceeds. Now, that sounds both funny and embarrassing, but then we choose to keep a straight face. Well, that is the allegation. But here is where the law must pause and ask a deeper question. When allegations are made against public officials, should they be tested by evidence or silenced by force? Because if speaking about public land becomes criminal, then public land no longer belongs to the people. Let's examine what really happened. A woman spoke. A governor was mentioned. The police moved not to clarify, not a counter statement, not a land registry, but with handcuffs. And that tells us something dangerous. It tells us that in Akwa Ibom today, power is not answering questions, it is arresting them. We were told the statements were false. Fine, nobody's disputing that. But the law is clear. Falsehood must be proven, not presumed. Where is the land record? Where is the Eke community map? Where is the cell history? Where is the audit trail? You cannot declare a statement a lie before you investigate whether it is true. Now let's talk about what makes this case truly alarming. She pleaded not guilty, but she was remanded in custody, not fined, not warned, not granted bail, but locked away. For talking, we must ask then, when did disagreement become a threat to public peace? Because public peace is not destroyed by words. Public peace is destroyed when citizens realize that truth is dangerous to say. Now, this is a quiet part people might know. Who filed the petition? Was it the Eket local government chairman? Was it the assembly member? Because I refuse to believe that the governor of Akwa Ibom that occupies one of the highest offices in this land would personally busy himself with filing police complaints against a woman on Facebook. That will reduce the dignity of the office. So, if this petition came from someone else, then we must ask a deeper question. Who is dragging the governor's name into police station? Who is so desperate to defend power that they have turned criticism into a criminal case? Because when subordinates weaponize the police to protect political leaders, they do not protect the leaders, they humiliate the office. They turn the governor into a man who cannot be questioned. And that is not strength, that is fragility. And most importantly, when the complaint involves the governor of a state, the law must be extra careful, not extra aggressive, because once the police start acting as the emotional shield of political power, they stop being the law enforcement and they become political enforcement. Matters like this in a democracy needs clarification, not arrest. This is not just about a woman. This is about every person in Akwa Ibom State who might wake up tomorrow and say, what happened to our land? If the question can lead to prison, then the state no longer belongs to the people. It belongs to silence. Let the court examine evidence, but let the people keep their voices. Because in a society governed by law, no one is guilty until a court says so. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.